Okay, so this video is probably beneficial to cleaners or anybody that has a responsibility for removing spills from the surface, just to highlight when the risk of the spillage returns back to normal. So I'm going to test this floor dry with our slipper that. We've got a score of 115. So in dry conditions, 115 is the score. I'm just going to put some water on the floor now. There we go. We'll do some more tests. There we go. We're up to 139 on our slipper now. So I'll give the slider a good clean, and I'm now going to dry the water from the floor surface. There we go. So having now given that floor a good scrub, it looks and feels completely dry. And I'm going to run the slipper out on the machine once more. There we go. And we're still at 138. So the floor is still performing exactly as it did when it was completely wet. Now the reason for that is there's a very fine layer of water on the floor surface that cannot be removed no matter how hard we scrub it. It has to evaporate. Now, in a warm building like this, it shouldn't take too long, but in a shopping centre or an office type environment where there's kind of an entrance, a kind of draft and air, and potentially a cold floor, it can take up to 15 minutes for that layer of water to evaporate from the surface. So it's important to ensure that any wet floor signs that are out when removing the spillage are left in place until the risk of that spillage returns to the pre-wet conditions. There we go, so back to 115 now, after giving it that little bit more time for that last bit of water to evaporate without any more scrubbing, we now return back to our pre-wet condition.